Hi everyone, Bren here. Welcome to this week's video. And I just noticed I've got a couple of limes there on the ground that I need to pick up. And actually, as well as that, I am planning on doing a garden harvest of some of the cold hardy vegetables that are currently growing here in my winter patch. I also want to give you an update on that lemon tree, which was transplanted a few days ago now. But first, let's go through some of the tomato varieties that I'm planning on growing this summer. So please just sit back, grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee, relax for a few minutes, and let's get into it. Tomatoes are one of my favourite summer crops to grow each year, and with only about 4 weeks until spring arrives, now is the perfect time to start tomato seeds. I've got some fantastic varieties to share with you today, some of which are old reliable favourites, while others are exciting newbies for me to try out. There's nothing quite like the taste of fresh, warm tomatoes straight off the vine. Plus, growing from seeds gives you so many options for varieties compared to the limited selection at garden centres. Before I share what I'm attempting to grow, first I wanted to mention that these tomatoes are divided into determinate and indeterminate. To briefly explain, determinate tomato plants grow to a certain height, then they stop growing. While indeterminate tomato plants, they just keep growing. They're a climbing plant and they usually need some type of vertical support. Right, so let's start off with two of the determinate plants that I'm going to be growing. The first variety is called Thai pink egg, and I've grown this variety many times. It's very popular in Thailand and I absolutely love the shape, the colour, the flavour of the fruit it produces. It is actually like an egg-shaped pink fruit, very sweet, very versatile. It goes really well in salads. Oh, and I didn't mention one of the most important reasons why I grow it is because the yield is so amazing. So many fruit from one plant. It's really incredible. Next is a variety called Ram's Horn. This is a real stunner with its horn-shaped, vibrant red fruit. It's not just beautiful, it's rich, sweet with flavour, makes an excellent choice for sauces. I've grown this one in the past and actually it's on my must-grow list, a real favourite of mine. Now I'm going to go into the list of indeterminate tomatoes, starting off with this one, a golden Roma. I haven't grown the golden Roma before, but I have grown, your regular Roma tomatoes. Really great, beautiful golden coloured fruit here, as you can see. It's meant to be a real favourite with chefs apparently, so we'll see. I mean, I'm no chef, but I'll see if I enjoy it. And it should be an excellent tomato to make sauces with. Speaking of tomato varieties that make a good sauce, here's another one, San Marazziano. Oh my goodness, so sorry. This is an Italian heirloom. Really got a lovely meaty texture, low seed count, great for pasta sauces, even drying too. I'm excited to give this one a go, a new one. Then we have the Tigerella, really cool looking tomato plant. I have grown this one before. It's got lovely orange stripes with a red background. It's tangy, sweet tasting, makes a perfect addition into salads and garnishes. This one is another yellow coloured tomato, the yellow oxheart. I have grown pink oxheart before, so when I saw these seeds I was like, I'll give them a shot. I haven't grown this one before. A large heart-shaped tomato. It's rich, it's fruity, full of flavour. If it's anything like the pink oxheart, I think I'll be happy with this one. This one made it on the list because of how it looks. I have to admit, it looks incredible. It's called Cosmic Eclipse, a stunning dark coloured tomato that adds a pop of colour to any dish. I'm sure you'll agree. It's apparently got a really complex flavour profile with a sweet tangy notes, and it's meant to be really good on bruschetta, so I'm excited to try this one. Now, last but certainly not least is a variety called Money Maker. It's an English heirloom, and the reason why this is on the must grow list for me, I've grown it before and I'll always grow it, is because this is the tomato that my granddad used to grow in his big greenhouse, and he used to sell these in Dublin. And I just want that connection, you know. I want to grow something in my garden that my granddad grew, and I want to continue that on. And maybe someday, if my kids get into gardening, they will do the same thing. So I just think that's really nice. Anyway, this is a classic. It's a classic for a reason. It's productive. It seems to be disease resistant. It does well in most climates. I mean, it grew from my granddad in his greenhouse in Dublin, and it grows well here in my garden just outside of Sydney. Yeah, sorry I got on about it a bit much now. Anyway, that is a wrap. I'll probably grow some more, but that's what I'm doing for this week. And while we'll be waiting quite a number of months before those tomatoes are ready to pick, I've gone and grabbed myself a harvest basket because I want to grab some food from the garden. I'm planning on making a stir fry tonight, so let's see what we can find. I'll start off with some carrots. Now, I don't have many left in the ground, and I haven't sowed a fresh batch yet, so I need to get moving on that. But remember that little tip I shared with you a while ago? If the carrot feels stuck, just give it a push down. Actually, what am I saying? I think one of you guys shared that tip with me. It was either here or on TikTok. Anyway, it just seems to loosen it up a bit, and it prevents this top section from breaking off. Push it down, break the roots, and then you get some delicious whole carrots popping out. I'll just grab a couple more. Lovely. Actually, beside that one, I can see two. Maybe they broke off at some stage, but they're still edible. Oh, let me see if I get this one out. Yep. Oh, that's perfect. Plenty to use in the stir fry. I've just come out the side gate where this container is located, and the smell is so lovely. I had to stop by and show them to you again. There's even more flowering, and actually the pot beside it, there's more blooms. These look like jonquils. I can't find the tag, but I'm almost certain that's what these are. Next up, I have this patch of bok choy. I think I'll just pull a whole one out. I did grab a knife, but I don't really have much time. I mean, ideally it's better if you cut it off here at the base, so you're not disturbing the soil life, and you're leaving those roots in the ground to break down and, you know, create organic matter to enrich the soil for the next crop. I was going to pick two, but I think one's plenty. It's quite massive. There's some kohlrabi. I don't know if this would go great in a stir fry, but I'll just add it in and maybe no one will notice. This is also known as a German turnip. This is the purple kohlrabi. You can also get a green kohlrabi too. I do like growing purple varieties of the winter veg where possible, because it just adds a bit more colour to the garden. I've just been eyeing up this kale thinking, will I pick some leaves or not? And I reckon it's probably a bit risky with the kids. I don't think I'm going to harvest any of these to put in the stir fry. Down here in this container, I do have some lovely spring onions. Everything needs a really good water. They're stuck in there. There we go. We have another one actually. Come on. There we go. That should be plenty. And then I've got other stuff from, you know, my weekly shop. Yeah, I think I'll make some kind of noodle dish, or maybe even just some rice. Here's the update on the lemon tree. Well, it has been transplanted over to this area. The builders did a great job. So it was over there in that spot. There it has been flattened out. You can see it looks very different. So we're going to have the slab put over here in this section. The air conditioning unit's going to be moved. The orange tree is staying. Oh, it's exciting. And the tree seems okay so far. So far, so good. It did get a little bit of damage, but I was expecting that to happen along the trunk here. Do you think that will heal by itself, or do I need to do anything to the exposed branches and trunk? I've got no idea. Probably should go and Google that, but maybe you guys will know, because I know a lot of you have got a lot of garden experience. But as far as the tree's concerned, it seems okay so far. The little foliage that was left on it that I didn't prune off completely doesn't seem to be drooping or anything. I gave the base here a really decent water. The builders got a nice big section of the root ball with their digger, They're so good to do that for me. They didn't have to at all. And yeah, this is its new spot. Oh, I hope it survives. I still have the 2 trays of lemons that I haven't done anything with yet. All I did with this one was place a tray of more dahlias, which I dug up. I was in such a rush digging these up that I didn't label them as I went. But this just shows you how mad my gardening system is. So I placed these on the tray the way they were in the raised beds, and I bent down the corner of the tray to indicate that this is the front, and I still haven't labelled them. Oh, sometimes I feel like I'm just, I don't know, always in a mad rush doing everything. But I end up getting there in the end somehow. So maybe on the weekend I need to do something with these. I'm definitely going to try and make some lemon curd because my family loves that, and I actually ended up buying lemon curd this week. And when I was purchasing it, I was thinking to myself, what am I doing? Why am I buying it when I've got a whole tray load of lemons that I can make it myself? I guess it's convenience, isn't it? Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head off. Thank you so much for watching until the end. You're always so good sticking around. I know there's a few of you that watch all the way through. I hope you have a great weekend. It looks like it's going to be quite nice here. I hope it's the same way where you live. I hope you get lots of gardening done, and if not gardening, I hope you get to spend a bit of time outside. Well, until next Friday, I'll see you soon. Have a great week. Thanks for watching. Bye.